Westbrook opting back in, what does that mean? What are the next steps for the Lakers? No surprise, $47 million, you're going to opt into that all day. So what do you have? What's the Lakers' next moves, if any, now that that's...
Well, Rich, they've only got 6 guys under contract, and a couple of them are, bench players. So I don't know what their team's going to look like. And they have to be very judicious with that $6 million thing that they now aren't going to be able to use on Kyrie. They have to hit on that. They are getting Kendrick Nunn, who missed all of last season, back. But they need AD and LeBron to be healthy. That's number one. But in all honesty, they finished, 11th last year in the Western Conference. Even if they get a lot better, they're still going to be potentially competing for a back-end playoff spot, which is why the Kyrie thing was so tantalizing, because they really don't have any other avenues to dramatically improve the talent on their roster. They're just going to have to be better with the talent they have. With LeBron and Anthony Davis, you have a chance to win any game. I just don't know what the rest of that roster is going to look like, how they're going to look over 82. They have a new coach. We'll see what Darvin Ham brings. He could potentially change their mentality a little bit, especially defensively, because they lost their defensive edge last season. But with what I see right now, I'm not bullish on their chances this year.
And I'm always fascinated by Riley. What's he thinking? What's his plan that he's hatching right now in South Florida?
Well, they're watching the Nets thing very, very closely, because if there's any wiggle room at all there, they're keeping an eye out. Both Miami and Phoenix, in my opinion. If Durant were somehow – I want to be 1,000,000,000% clear, Rich. I don't know what's going to happen in Brooklyn, okay? I just don't know. But if some event happens where Durant does become available – I think Miami and Phoenix are two teams that have the draw that Durant would want to play on a championship contender, and have the pieces and parts that they could offer Brooklyn in trade. And so I'm sure that Pat Riley is sitting there waiting for that window. If it may never open, but if it does, I'm sure they're going to try to be aggressive on that.
I've watched A Beautiful Mind. I've watched, Rain Man. I've watched all these movies where people, think differently, and, I'm trying to look at things from a completely different angle. So you help me with this one, Brian Windhorst. What the hell were the Knicks up to on draft night? What was their plan? What was it?
Their plan was to clear salary cap space, and they did that. So now we wait. They also have now, Rich, they have 8 first-round draft picks that they can trade. And something's going to happen with that. I'm waiting to see what.
Is it for Brunson and the Mavericks? Are they going to try and sneak him out? I mean, what's their plan? Who are they trying to get?
Yeah, they definitely are interested in him, and they're not going to take that many draft picks to get him. If they do, I think that's a possibility they could get him, but they have to have more in their sights. Jalen Brunson is an excellent player, but he's not a star.